Witam was ponownie z tej strony Reaper i gramy dalej w Deus Ex. Tak ostatnio walczyliśmy z Barrettem. Barrett, tak? I teraz zmierzamy do... No po prostu do swojego... do swojego biura, żeby pogadać z Pritchardem, ponieważ ma nam coś do powiedzenia na temat serii. A, ciekawego. I tak, właśnie ważne jest, żeby najpierw z nim porozmawiać.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Dokładnie. Sarif coś ukrywa przed nami, a my się dowiemy co. O, mam nadzieję, że mi nie wysiądą sterowniki. Tak dla odmiany. Na wszelki wypadek zapiszę.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarris' top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was... Too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know. Hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuroposine dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down.
Jak widać, z nią nie gadamy, bo ona się może na nas obrazić. Zaraz. Zapiszmy.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
I what?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now. But he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Mama, ciekawe. Ciekawe. To dla Omegi jest, tak?
Adam, are we done here?
Sorry. Dobra,
Of
ryzykuję.
course. You're right. And maybe Pritchard's paranoia is rubbing off on me. It's just that the timing seems so strange, right before you hired me. Don't you think it might be more than a coincidence?
I guess I can see why you'd think that, given everything you've been through recently. But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
Kurde, nie wiem. Weźmy to.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
No, Adam. I am not getting sidetracked. I'm trying to give you a message, but apparently you can't take a hint. You disappoint me, son. What happened 6 months ago was a tragedy, plain and simple. I realize you lost more than most of us that day. But I can't have you overreacting like this. Questioning me about things that don't even matter. Megan believed in you.
Zakuta się.
Can't you just leave it at that?
Boss, I really don't understand why you're giving me the runaround. When you hired me, I said I'd give you the best I could, but I can't protect us if you keep hamstringing my every move. If you won't level with me and tell me what it is you're hiding, then I'm out of here. I quit.
Adam, wait. You can't leave us. We need you. Now more than ever. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Dokładnie, i jeśli byśmy wcześniej nie porozmawiali z Pritchardem i teraz nie porozmawiali z Sarifem, znaczy gdybyśmy od razu porozmawiali z Sarifem, a nie z Pritchardem najpierw, to nie moglibyśmy potem właśnie tej rozmowy mieć. Dokładnie. Davidzie?
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Okej. Jednak zanim cokolwiek zrobimy jeszcze, musimy dokończyć, nie wykończyć, ostatnią misję. Tak, ostatnia? Nie argumenty, tylko misje. Misje, tutaj są cele jej. Dokładnie. Ostatnia misja nam została właśnie w tym dystrykcie, a potem się przenosimy do Chin. Fajne właśnie metodą Jensen, że będziemy mogli normalnie rozumieć ludzi. Bo mamy takie wszczepy. Ile mam tego? Praxis? 4 Praxis. Ja cię kręcę. Świetnie, świetnie. A pieniążków? Przepraszam, że tak sprawdzam. 5000 mogę kupić sobie Praxis. Ciekawe, czy a tu jeszcze mogę kupić? Ciekawe jestem, czy już nie mogę. Kupiłem sobie opadanie wolne. Tutaj. I tak będziemy potrzebowali od razu następnej misji, więc teraz je kupię. Będziemy mieli łatwiejsze podróżowanie. Jak widzicie. Tak, i tak bym kupił sobie później, więc to nie robi wielkiej różnicy. I teraz do sklepu przede wszystkim muszę sprzedać te wszystkie rzeczy, które zdobyłem wcześniej. A, zauważyłem też, że napis dość małego formatu. Mam nadzieję, że to mi nie przeszkadza. Wystarczy wziąć na HD i powiększyć na maksa ekran i powinno być ok. Według mnie. A, zapomniałem, że to jest przyszłość. Patrzę, tak miga ten znak stopu. Agadi! Przepraszam. Sprzedajmy. Widzicie, jakie są drogie. Tajfun też. 50 za teraz sztukę, kurde. Pistolet nie, karabin nie. Okej. To mamy dobrze. To sprzedam, to mi nie jest w sumie potrzebne. Tu nic i tu nic. Co mogę kupić od ciebie jeszcze ciekawego? Jakieś ulepszenia? Nie, to tylko do strzelby.
See you soon.
Jasne. Trochę się upróżniło, mam nadzieję, tutaj. No właśnie. Przenoś się. Okej. Powiedzmy. Albo tak będzie lepiej. No, i teraz trochę miejsca się dzięki Bogu zrobiło, bo wcześniej to była masakra. Teraz kuszy mamy? Zaraz coś... Sprzedałem chyba coś nie tak. Kuszę powinienem mieć chyba. Czy nie? O kurde. Najwyraźniej nie dokończę czego, czy nie wykonam wszystkiego tak na... Ale kurde. Ha. Nie, już nie mają praksisów. Sorry. Okej, to wszystko już było? To wszystko przejrzałem. Kurde, chyba nie wykonam wszystkiego na zapięty ostatni guzik. Bo kuszy nie mam. Broni, którą miałem podłożyć rzekomo. Tak, to trochę się przejdziemy niestety. Chociaż, jest te przejście. Tak, świetnie, Reaper, tak, dobrze. Rany. Kurde, tylko zastanawiam się, czy... Nie, no pewnie nie mam jej, no, niestety. Albo jej nie wziąłem. Czy ja ją w ogóle wziąłem? O, idę na oko... A nie, dobrze idę, okej. Chyba nie wziąłem jej. Zaraz sprawdzę w quest logu. Tak, to tworzyliśmy... Tak, nie wziąłem jej jeszcze. Tej kuszy. Dobra, panikowałem niepotrzebnie. Tak, bo inną drogą poszedłem, tak, zapomniałem, bo przeważnie szedłem tamtą drogą. Jeśli miałem już się dostawać na teren tancerzy. Właśnie, tu jest kusza. Ale nie miałem miejsca pewnie. Pewnie miejsca nie miałem, jak zdążycie. Tak. Szedłem, nie miałem miejsca w ekwipunku i no. Okej, rany. Powinienem częściej przypominać sobie, co robiłem wcześniej.
Did you get everything? We have to get that son of a bitch, Jensen.
I think I have everything.
Excellent, Jensen. I knew I could trust you. You identified the shipment completely unnoticed, and my guys got their hands on Double T. Awesome job. What else you got?
Here's the weapon used in the dealer's murder. Hope you can make good use of it.
You bet, big boy. I've got a feeling O'Malley's guy will become a lot more receptive to interrogation once he knows I can pin this murder on him.
I think O'Malley's plan was to start a controlled gang war between the derelict row ballers and the Motor City bangers. You might want to check into that.
Really? All right, I'll keep that in mind when I review all the evidence.
I paid a little B&E visit to O'Malley's apartment. I found a stash of illegal drugs. Not much, but enough to get him convicted.
Great work. Found something else?
I managed to hack into his personal account. I think you might want to check any connection O'Malley has with FEMA. There's definitely something going on there.
Good. The more dirt we dig up on that asshole, the better our chances to put him away for good. Got anything else?
No, that about covers it.
Well, that's it. You did a great job. Here's the stuff I promised you. We've got more than enough to nail him now, and I want to make a move before that son of a bitch gets wise. But I ain't got no backup, and I doubt he'll go down peacefully. You've already done the bulk of the job. You want to put the finishing touches on yourself?
It'll be my pleasure.
Perfect. My contact tells me O'Malley's gone back to his apartment. Go get him. I'll be waiting for you in the alley near the building once you've taken care of that scumbag.
Okej. Tam już byliśmy, pamiętacie, włamywaliśmy się tam. Włamywać się, tak? Włamywali. Nieważne! Włamałem się tam wcześniej, o tak. Kiedy tłumik zdobędę, się zastanawiam, bo w sumie to... Wiem, że będę mógł kupić w jednym miejscu, a to potem. A na O'Malley użyjemy... O'Malley? Użyjemy tego paraliżującego gnatka. Pokażę wam coś fajnego. A w ogóle, patrzcie, że postacie reagują na to.
You should be careful who you point that thing at, son. There might be some very unpleasant consequences.
Jak widzicie właśnie, i bez celowania dopiero.
Mr. Jensen. Don't know why I didn't recognize you the first time. Here to make sure your treachery is complete?
Treachery? You lie, steal, murder, manipulate, and cheat on a daily basis. Men like you shouldn't even be allowed to use the word treachery.
Your little outburst is quite amusing, Mr. Jensen. I didn't mean any of it as an insult.
Whatever. I'm here to arrest you. I strongly suggest you consider a peaceful resolution.
I'm afraid I won't be able to comply, Mr. Jensen. But allow me to make you a different offer.
Save your breath. We're done with this bullshit. You're going down.
So be it.
Who's there?
Ała! W sumie mogę go od razu znokautować chyba ręcznie, ale trudno. Sprawa załatwiona. Oberwaliśmy nieźle. Piruecik. Tak, od razu ona przyszła tutaj bliżej. Dzięki Bogu.
So? What happened?
He looked a bit tired and it made him grumpy. He's asleep now. All that's left to do is go in there and cuff him.
I've always liked your style, Jensen. I know I've said it a couple of times already, but thanks. You've done a really good thing today. It's been a pleasure working with you again. Just like old times, eh? Good luck with... well, whatever it is your cute ass is working on these days.
Tak, cute ass. Dobra, ruszajmy teraz do Hengszy.